How many listen? One.
I'm live streaming to you too.
But no one watching.
There's
No, no.
That's your husband in the back of the class. So try this, and did you know this? When Rupan's not giving, every person cannot find, like years in milk, but who can see, cannot see. So Jiva Goswami wrote the Sandarbhas, what means to close the mouth of those who ask. Where is the name of Radharani in the Bhagavatam this time? So Jiva Goswami wrote this Sandarbha, proving 6 Sandarbhas, Bhagavat Sandarbha, Tattva Sandarbha, Priti Sandarbha. What is it? Priti, Tattva, Bhagavat, Bhakti Sandarbha. Cannot remember. Huh?
6th, 7th Krama something.
So that's Jiva Goswami responsibility. Sanatan Goswami Mahaprabhu taught him this, or Sambandha Gyan in Varanasi. Raghunath Rup Goswami, he was given the responsibility of Abhidaya, how to do both Vari Bhakti and Rag. What is the sadhana? Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he collected everything. And he wrote this Vaishnav Smriti, Hari Bhakti Vilas. Prabhupada said, don't even look at this. Don't even look at this Hari Bhakti Vilas. No, what's it called? I just said this Vaishnav Smriti, Hari Bhakti Vilas. No, what's it called?
Sanatan Goswami.
What's it called? Hari Bhakti Vilas. Hari Bhakti Vilas. Actually, it was written all by Gopal Bhatta Goswami. Sanat Goswami just he writes. Means many smartest criticize the Harijans. Karma is everything. That is the conversation between the Vishnu Dutes and the Yamadutes. Yamadutas mean karma kant. Karma is everything. Ajamil did this, has to suffer. That is karma. Karma is there, but above karma is Bhagavan. Bhagavan is not bound by karma. Krishna says in Gita, no mat karmani limpani, I am not touched by karma. So, you surrender to Bhagavan also, he's free from karma. So, karma is understand why Vaishnava neglecting this and that and this and that. Because they're going for a higher thing. There's 2 things, Sadharan Vidi and Vishesh Vidi. Ordinary rules and special rules. Like don't shoot anyone, but in the war, if you shoot a Pakistani, you get a medal. When you go to a Pakistani restaurant, you shoot someone, you go to jail. Understand? Right? Vishesh and so sometimes Vaishnava give up these ordinary rules for some Hari Bhakti, for superior Vishesh Vidi. But Vaishnavas also have their Vidi, no? Prema has their Vidi also. Like Radharani, no matter how much mad in Viraha, when she sees a tree, a tamal tree, Radharani embraces it. When Radharani sees the black cloud, she runs. But when Uddhav came, he looked exactly like Krishna with Krishna's dress and ornaments, but Radharani not embraced Uddhav. Because Prem also has its, what you say, Mahajana. So Vaishnava is independent, but means what? Independent of everything except Bhakti. So Vaishnava also have rules. Shruti Smriti, Puranadi, Pancharatmik, Vidabhina, Kantik, Hari Bhakti, Utpad, Vaishnava also have their rules. So that is all Hari Bhakti Vilas. Actually, original was written in Tamil, Original is Tamil script because Gopal Bhatta Goswami from
Tamil.
South India. So Gopal Bhatta Goswami given that, Raghunath Bhatta was given the charge of Prachar of Bhagavatam. When he would speak the words of the Bhagavatam, Radha Krishna would come in the audience and listen. When he would speak Bhagavatam, the leaves would fall off the trees. When he describes separation. Yes. Gopi Gita and all this. When he would describe meeting, trees again would give new leaves. So Mahaprabhu put him in charge of Bhagavat Prachar. Roop Jai Roop Sanatan Bhanta Raghunath Sujeev Gopal Bhata Das Raghunath Prayojan. Everyone given some responsibility. Nityananda, he was given Prachar section. He crossed the atheists, give happiness to the Vaishnava. Gadadhar Pandit, he was given in charge of Gopinath Seva. So everyone got their seva. So also Ramananda Roy, he's in charge of Rasa Shastra. So he was born in South India and he was Prime Minister of Madras. That era. King was Prataparudra. But real king was actually Ramananda Roy. Because king have too many responsibilities, so you in charge. Actually, it says, advisor or minister, but actually Ramananda Roy was like king then. So he was in charge of that area. But Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya knew him. And when Mahaprabhu came after sannyas, Mahaprabhu came to Puri, and we know as soon as because Jagannatha Pandit broke his danda, then Mahaprabhu very angry. Nityananda felt pain. Number one, because of this sannyas danda, Vishnu Priya Thakurani weeping day and night. No, Sachimata so much sad. Gadadhar, what's the all fault of this danda? Not so anything. He broke, and he smashed on the ground. And also, sannyas is 4 stages, right? You know the Mukunda Lila? For a free burrito tonight? What is it? Bahuchak, Kutichak, Hamsa, Paramahamsa. 4 stages of sannyas. And Mahaprabhu beyond them. So only the first stage, first 10 years you have to carry danda. After that, no need. Like Prabhupada traveling in, you say any danda? No. Only some time for photo, he crossed over. So my Prabhu, Nityananda, my Prabhu is the guru of all Paramahamsas. And he carrying dandas. Nityananda, bro. And Mahaprabhu came, where's my danda? And everyone afraid. What do they say? Snitches get stitches. Snitches get ditches. Who can complain and say, what's it called in Hindi? Complain? Sakayat.
Shikayat.
Shikayat. Who can shikayat to beat you? So finally, Nityananda said, you broke it. He said to Mahaprabhu, you were dancing next to me, you broke your danda. But it wasn't true. So Mahaprabhu became disturbed. You guys are just disturbing. Jagadananda, Gadadhar, Nitai, who else? Haridas, Chandrasekhar, 4, 5. So Mahaprabhu said, you go ahead, or I go ahead, but you cannot go with me. You guys just disturb him. So all the devotees said, you go. Mahaprabhu came like an intoxicated lion. Krishna, 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 Hey. Rama, 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 Hey. Krishna Kesava, Krishna Kesava, Krishna Kesava, Pahimam. Rama, Raghava, Rama, Raghava, Raghava. Like an intoxicated lion. So fast. Until he came to one bridge, the Atalanoa, right? 18 arches. Mahaprabhu would stand up, see the chakra on top of the temple, and fall unconscious again. There's some footprint. I have not. No, one time I saw. Footprint is there on that bridge where Mahaprabhu melted the stone with his foot. Finally, he entered the temple of Jagannath. He saw the temple of Jagannath. Say to Prananatha Painu Mantha, here is the Lord of my life. I am burning in the fire of Cupid. Like this. In the mood of Radhika, he went to embrace, but fell unconscious. Then the pujaris went to beat him. The pandits. But Sarvabhauma stopped him. Sarvabhauma was like guru of this whole. Guru of the king means guru of everything. So Sarvabhauma had read about Anirudh Mahabharata, but he'd never seen him. today. Someone asked, bless me, I can get us the suffix. I said, come on. Where is us the suffix and where are we? So, Adirud means 8 bhavs a day. Asta suffix. When this Vishuddha Sattva Bhakti touch the elements, 8 elements of the body, then 8 transformations of them. When Vishuddha Sattva touches the water element, then so much tears come. When it touches the air element, then voice choked. When it touches fire element, the devotee changes color. What else? Touches air, ether, devotee becomes stunned. Hairs on the body stand on it. And also this Astasattvic in 5 stages. Jwalit, Pura Jwalit, smoking, Dumita, smoking stage, like maybe devotee cried, something, 1 2 tears. Sometimes maybe 1 second, maybe hair stone in. We're like that, maybe 1 second. And when this fully blazing, all 8 bhavs, fully blazing, full condition, this is called Anirudh Mahabhav. Sarvabhaum seen in Shastra, but he never seen in real life. So he knew this is no paddle. This is some mukta. He thought this liberated. So he said, don't beat, don't beat. Take him to my house. Have you been to Puri, Mata? In Belgium. So all devotees carried unconscious Mahaprabhu on their head. Kabir Kandapur says, like many ants carrying a piece of sugar. They carried him. And many hours he was there unconscious. Then after Nityananda, Gadadhar, Jagadananda, Chandrasekhar, Haridas. Then the guards knew, must be same party. Especially Gadadhar and Nityananda, they looked the same. When Gadadhar and Nityananda together, very hard to tell the difference between them. Long hair, Ajanola, Pito, so tall, chest very wide. So everyone knew. He's also Bengali, Savadam. So they said, your guru came here a few hours ago. He did so much disturbance. Don't do like this. You need to know, don't worry, we're quite normal, not like him. Don't feel. But when Nityananda saw Baladev Jagannath, he became also mad. He jumped up on the temple. He took the garland of Baladev and put on himself. The guards tried to stop him, they could not check. So strong. They were pushed down like that. Then the guards became afraid. We can catch even elephant. But this one, we could not do anything. So all did like that, pranam. And he took the garland of Balaram and he did not die. This is proof. Some great person. So he's in the house of Sarvabhauma. They came, they chanted in his ear, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Who came to life. Hare began dancing. Then Sarvabhauma saw Sarvabhauma did Dandavats, Om Namo Narayana. My bodies think when you take something else, you're Brahma, Narayana. But Nityananda Mahaprabhu did not say anything. What did he answer? Krishna Namatiyast. Krishna Namatiyast. May you think of Krishna. Then some Mahaprabhu had no seeker. No seeker, no Brahman. So Sarvabhauma was thinking he's Mayavadi. But when he said, may you think of Krishna, Krishna Namatiyast, Sarvabhauma thought he was Vaishnava. Anyway, he said, you are very young. Also, you're stupid, foolish. Because Haribol, no Vedanta, no meditation. I will teach you Vedanta. So all this katha we know. 7 days and 7 nights, but not saying yes, no, very good. Not even dry bread. It's good. Where's my water now? Mahaprabhu not answered anything. Sarvabhauma said, you understand? Yes, no? Mahaprabhu said, no. The sutras of the Vedanta by Vyasadeva, clear. Clear. The original meaning is very clear. It's like the sun, but your explanation is like a cloud. Very hard to understand. Sun, what? I'm giving the Tika of Sankaracharya, you can understand the original. And you are saying the original is clear, but my Tika is hard to understand. Then Mahaprabhu preached to him Gaudiya Vedanta, Bhakti Vedanta, Gaudiya Vedanta. The Mayavadis say the goal of mukti is Gyan and Bhagwan is Nirvishesh, Nirshakti, Nirakar. But none of these words appear even once in the 550 sutras of the Vedanta. So how that can be the meaning? So he said, everywhere the scriptures describe the Sachidananda Swarupa Bhagavan, and you were saying he is Nirakar. All the Shrujis describe the Shakti of Bhagavan. Vishnu Shakti Paraprapta, but you say he has no Shakti. Like this, you are giving some secondary explanation. When the Mukhya Vritti, the direct explanation is clear, no need to go through all this. Mahaprabhu defeated him. Especially when he heard from Mahaprabhu the 18 meanings of the Atmaram, and after 64 meanings of Atmaram Chamunya. You know that verse? I never cannot go there. And Sarvabhauma realized such knowledge is impossible for a jiva. And Sarvabhauma was Guru. He was Guru of the Devas, Brihaspati. Such knowledge, such explanation, this is no Jivatma. This is Bhagavan. So he surrendered back. And he became Vaishnava. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya became Vaishnava. He was Guru of all the Advaitavadis in Puri. So when Sarvabhauma became Vaishnava, this is like fire, like electricity. What? Sarvabhauma? Like this. And Mahaprabhu said he wanted to go to South India. Then Sarvabhauma said, if you go there, it will be very nice if you can meet Ramananda Roy. I know you are looking for this type of person. I met Ramananda Roy, but I could not understand his exalted nature because I was Mayavadi and he was Vaishnava. I could not understand. Now I understand something of his glories. If you meet him, it's very nice for you. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave the excuse of looking for his brother Vishwarup, but the main reason he went to South India was because of Ramananda Roy. Well, can we hear a little listening to this? Madhulila Chakra. When he came to Kaveri, the bank of the Kaveri, no? Godavari. Then Ramananda Roy was going there for a bath. And Ramananda Roy had hundreds of followers, soldiers, security, musicians, going for ceremonial bath, brahmanas chanting Vedic mantra. So he was not just a small guy, hundreds of servants, soldiers. When Mahaprabhu saw him, Mahaprabhu controlled himself, but his mind ran towards him. But he controlled himself. And Ramananda Roy also felt the same. Then Mahaprabhu came, and Ramananda Roy embraced him. Then no one, because with him were many smartas, they could not understand the ecstatic transformations of Mahaprabhu or Ramananda Roy. Ari, this sannyasi is as fulgent as the Brahman itself. Why is he embracing a Sudra like Ramananda Roy? Sannyasi should not touch Sudra. And some were thinking Ramananda Roy is like king, very great Pandit. Why is he behaving like a child? So Mahaprabhu said, I come here to meet you. You are a great devotee. Mahaprabhu said, I am Mayavad sannyas. But Ramananda to Sarvabhauma to give mercy to me, he told me to meet you like this. So sometimes Vaishnavas say something, but you cannot take it fully literally. Like Prabhupada said, the jiva fall from Vaikuntha. Is it true? Mukunda Lila, what do you think?
It's incomplete truth.
Because number one, in Golok Vrindavan, there's no Tatastha Shakti, there was all Surup Shakti. The Jiva go there, he become same like that. By taking shelter of Swarup Shakti, he become like that. And main thing, there's no Maya. How can you fall? And third thing, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says 6 times, one who goes to Lord Vrindavan never comes back here. Tadama paramam, nayati mayati savajri. 6 times. So how can someone fall from? So anyway, this is just, Mahaprabhu said, I have Mayavad sannyasi. I don't know anything about Bhakti. Is it true? So sometimes Vaishnavas like that. But because the presence of many like non-devotees, Ramananda said, I will meet you nighttime. I have some question for you. So nighttime they met in this wonderful conversation. Ramananda Roy and Sarvabhauma Ramananda Roy and Mahaprabhu like miners digging, like people dig in the ground for silver, copper, what else? Iron, gold, diamonds, platinum, rubies. And the deeper you dig, the more you get. So both working very hard to extract. So in the beginning of this chapter, Kaviraj Goswami says a beautiful thing. Sanchar Ramadi Bhakti Mege Swabhakti Siddhanta Chayamrita. Vorabdheta Munavida. Like this. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the ocean of Bhakti Siddhanta. The ocean of Siddhanta. And when the hot sun shines on the ocean, what happens to the foam? The steam, it goes and becomes clouds. So Ramananda Roy is the cloud and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the ocean. The cloud come from where, Ayush?
From water vapor, it's go
From the ocean.
from the ocean.
So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is whatever the cloud giving come from the ocean. But sometime, especially there's a special constellation, the Swati Nakshatra. Okay, which constellation, Mukunda? Good guess. When that rain falls, it has special power. When that rain touches the oysters, it produces jewels. Therefore, the ocean is called Ratnaka. So, whatever Ramananda Roy is speaking, this is by mercy of Mahaprabhu. But Ramananda Roy gives some answer, then some jewels come in the heart of the ocean. What is that jewel? Who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? He's Krishna trying to be Radharani. He's not Radharani. It's Krishna who wants that. So when Ramananda Roy rained answers on him, then Mahaprabhu get many understanding what is Radha Tattva. Krishna get that understanding. So many questions they ask. Spiritual life is about Shravan Kirtan. Even when liberated souls get together, still one becomes speaker, one becomes hearer. Krishna and Arjuna, no difference. They're Narayan, right? But still, one question, one answer. Sukadeva and Parikshit, perfected souls. Parikshit saw Krishna in the womb. But still, one asking, one hearing. Maitreya and Vidur, they're both perfected souls. Yudhisthira and Narad, so much of Bhagavatam, Yudhisthira and Narad speaking. They're both liberated personalities. The 4 Kumaras, one becomes speaker, the other 3 listen. This Manigriv Nalkuver, one day one speaks, the next day the other speaks. So not who's speaking is best. Many times who hearing also is the same thing. Who's speaking Katha, who hearing Katha, this is the same seva. Madhusura might say, who listen Katha have more happiness. People who speaking have much tension, but who listening have no tension. So Mahaprabhu asking, and Ramananda Roy asked, answering. And who is Ramananda Roy? He's like Guru even of Mahaprabhu. There's no doubt about it. Vaishnava have that position. So Mahaprabhu asked many questions. What is the goal of? I've read scripture many times. Because Mahaprabhu pretending I'm Mayavad, like this. I read scripture much, but I cannot understand what is the goal of life. How to achieve it. Sadhan and sadhya. So, gyan. only Vaishnav can answer this perfectly. If you ask any Christian, what's your goal? How do you get there? Jesus is the means, and I go to heaven. And what do you do in heaven? No idea, right? In London a few years ago, I met one Muslim, vegetarian Muslim, Shia. He knew so much about the Quran. You're crazy. Then I asked him a question: what relation the liberated soul has with Allah in paradise? His face was like, he never thought about it. The goal of Islam is blessing of Allah. You enjoy like crazy. Then Allah's like, ta-ta. You go to the supermarket, you fill up your bag, you pay, then finish. But I never forget, he could not answer. He never thought of it. God is just a means to get some vogue. Anyway, but only Vaishnav have all this. So Mahaprabhu, what is the goal of life? Ksham Gauri, what's your goal? Why chanting Harinam? Why? What do you want? Huh?
To chant more.
But what's your goal? Who is Hare? Who is Krishna? So what's my relation with him? What is my settle? Even now I'd have not that settle. This is only for Brijabasi. Anyway, Mahaprabhu giving this special. So Ramananda Roy answer many things. Do Varnashram. Right? Be proper father, proper husband, proper wife, proper sannyas, proper brahmachari. This is perfect. Vishnu is happy by it. This is goal. Like, don't think like this. Just do Varnashram is enough. No, but what's his name? It's Vrindavan Das Thakur says. Varnashram korik nai Krishna bhaje se jananara keramaj. You do Varnashram perfectly, but no Hari Bhajan, what happens? Hell. You go to hell. Yamaraj said, what should the Vishnu do? Bring me those persons who do what? Who never perform their activities as an offering to Vishnu. Those persons who never hear Harikatha, who never bow to the forms of Bhagavan or the Vaishnavas, whose hearts never remember Govinda, these 40 who never have this feel I can come. So even you do Varnashram perfectly. No Hari Bhajan. Where you go?
And
Yeah. So this Mahaprabhu said this is external. Why? Varnashram is not eternal. Okay, this life. What do you this life? Anyways, this life, someone's a good you, next life. Oh, idli dosa, this is no permanent, right? Maybe he's one life Brahmin, and next life maybe he's Antaja, he's born in somewhere in America or Buddhist. This is not perfect, no permanent position. Devanayas Mahaprabhu, who are you? Naham Vipro Nacha Narapiti Napi Vaishnanas Sudel Nahavani Nacha Prihavans. Navanastu Kitirva Kintu Padada Kilam Paramananda Gopi Bhatta Padada Kamalayo Dasya Vidasya. Did I not sannyasi, brahmachari, grihasta, or vanapras? I am not
Brahmashram.
Brahmana, Kshatriya relationship. This is not permanent. This is naimitic dharma. We're not permanent. This have no relation with the soul. For that reason, Mahaprabhu said it's external. Mahaprabhu not said it's useless. As long as we have this body, we have to follow something. No? Like the Babajis, no? They put on white cloth. Just by putting on white cloth, you become a Paramahamsa beyond Varnashram. Really? So easy. So anyway. The Varnashram, even Mahaprabhu said this is external. Not eternal thing. Still, as long as we're in this body, we follow something. But this is not goal of life. So Mahaprabhu said, Bahayagya, this is external. Then, what he said? Krishna spoke in Gita. So it's karma mishra bhakti. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, yad ashna si yad dadasi yad hosi dadasi yad tatashrashi kriya tad guru sumadartha. Whatever you eat, whatever charity you give, whatever austerities you perform, yad guru sumadartha. Offer them to me. This is Bhagavad Gita, right? What chapter? 4.
Four.
That's right. This is Krishna's instruction in Gita. What Mahaprabhu said? External. Why? You're offering Krishna's things, but you haven't offered yourself. We're just offering Krishna's things, but not yourself. Krishna don't need his things, they're already his. Anyway, so this karma mishra bhakti. Prabhupada called this dovetailing. You want to be a hippie, play guitar, play for Krishna. You want to be a scientist? I'm doing for Seva Prabhu, really. Becoming a scientist is not a limb of Navavida Bhakti. I did for your Seva Prabhu. I am not true. Irish Wake Up America, Krishna Seva, don't lie.
To make money.
Well, he gives every week $10 in the box. No, you don't even do that.
I don't even do that.
Minimum. What rent and then? Anyway. Something we're giving, but not fully high, full everything. Still, we have to start somewhere. So this is Karma Mishra Bhakti. You're offering to Krishna, but not fully offering yourself. So this is not bhakti. No. What Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught, Shravanam Kirtanam. But many people cannot do Shravan Kirtan for regular principles. For them, Prabhupada made like life membership. Okay, give something, go to the temple, give some bag of rice, some flowers, $5 in the donation box. And they do very carefully. They do like this and don't see how little they're putting in. But giving something and purified, something given. There's a beautiful story. No? Saraswati Thakur would send the brahmacharis out for collecting. Because brahmachari should live by begging, not by doing business. So one brahmachari came back. Prabhupada, there's one woman, you know the story.
I think
She just abused me every time. Abuse, Salah, parasite, get a job. And Prabhupada said, you go there, Saraswati Thakur. You go there now, these ashes after cooking, goba, these ashes you give them. So he went, she abused, give something, mother, these ashes you give. Then she gets fed. They look carefully. Take it. So she gave these ashes. And every day he collected these ashes. It was true story. Then after some time she think, what's he doing with these ashes? So out of curiosity, she went to the temple. And so these ashes they used to clean like Thakurji's bell and plates and katoris. Ashes you use, it becomes very shiny. That time, all this pitambari, all these things were used, maybe not that time. And she see this, she began weeping. Her heart is purified. Was her things used for seva, then happy. Susrudo, Sradadanasya, Basudev, Kataruchi, Shammahat, Severa Vipra, Punyatitana, Severa. By doing seva, what happens? Heart is purified. When heart is purified, then Vasudev Kataruchi. Then so much ruchi for kata, so much taste. That's why Vaishnava Seva. What's the result of Vaishnava Seva? Not like Harsh. You think Vaishnava Seva got some, what they call these wraps, and then he left. The Vaishnava Seva means we get ruchi, taste, and hearing. So this is the idea. So, but Mahaprabhu said, karma, this karma mishra bhakti. This is not goal of life. So then what else is there? Then Mahaprabhu rejected. This is external. Then what about Gyan Mishra Bhakti? Devotion mixed with empiric knowledge, like Krishna says. Brahma Bhuta Prashantatmana Sochitina Kumsati Samad Sarveshu Bhutishu Mat Bhaktim Labate Param. He can get my bhakti, hasn't got it yet. Mat Bhakti Labate. He's a liberated soul. Now Sochitina, he don't hanker for anything, don't desire anything. Brahma Bhuta, liberated soul. He's liberated, but still Mat Bhakti Labate. He can get my devotion. He do sadhus. So this is Krishna indicating, even Mukti Gyan is not goal of life. Sarvadharma Prityaja Mamekam Saranam Brajaham Tam Sarvapatya Moksha Sami Masuch. When Mahaprabhu heard this, Mahaprabhu said, this is also external. I remember first, what? This is conclusion of Bhagavad Gita? Give up everything, surrender to me? I used for $10,000 US. Why is it external? Thank God you can dance.
It's
Because
still,
he surrendered, but he's not yet doing seva.
still transactional.
Huh?
It's still transactional.
Maybe. Like imagine I used to come to our house. Prabhu, Dandavats, pranams, I am surrendered to you, pranam. Hey, can you wash the dishes? Pranam, Prabhu, pranam. You brought any sabji or cheese, anything? Pranam, Prabhu.
Actually, he does wash pots very nicely.
He forced him to, didn't he? I feel some shame because eating so much. He surrendered but not began seva. Imagine, so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so subtle. Conclusion of Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this is also external. The whole Prabhupada said, isn't it? Bhagavad Gita is like primary school, right? High school. He surrendered, but still no sambandha, no seva. That is external. So even Jnana and Mishra Bhakti, that is external. Anything else? Is there anything more? Then Ramananda Roy said, yes, Gyan Sunya Bhakti. This is 10th canto of the prayers of Brahma. Jnane prasham udapasyanamante vadivanti satmakaratam baladiyavatam stane stita shrutikatam tanuvakmano bija prayaso ajita japastapastashtrilo. Who gives up Gyan, speculation, and just hears from Gurudev and Vaishnavas. Jnane prasham udapasya. Gives up Gyan. Just hear. Kleshanti Kila. No, that's another one. What's this? I just said the verse. What was it? Stanastita. Stanastita Shrutikata. Just hear Hari. Even Guru Maharaj said, don't bother reading too many books. Just hear Katha. He hears Hari Katha nicely. After 1-2 years, they know everything anyway. Because here, so who gives up Gyan and just hears from the Vaishnava. No use hearing from the Mayavadi or the fallen person. This is like milk is pure, but when milk is touched by snake, it becomes poison. So Harikatha, we listen from the professional speakers, the caste Goswamis, these Mayavadis. It's like become like poison, don't it? But hear from the Sudha Vaishnavas. Then we just hear, and they serve Katha by body, mind, and words. Like Mataji, she cooking, she gives some invitation. This is serving Katha by body. You have to pay some rent every month, right? So 1-2 hours we're sitting here, this rent we also taking. This we serve Katha by body, cooking or some flower garland, arranging festival. And even just sitting there without sleeping, this has been serving by body. Many people after 5 minutes phone. Or serving Katha means by body means sit nicely. By body, by mind. Most of we hear Katha, then we forget. So, instead of dreaming of Krishna, we dream of Donald Trump. Still, some doctor was there. I was right this in the group. I had a dream of Donald Trump this afternoon. I was telling you. This is not a good sign, right? You should be dreaming of Radha Krishna, Mahaprabhu. So what you hear, then you think. Again and again, think. This is also kata. Service to kata by mind. And of course by words. What we hear, then we speak to others. So through service, Harikata by body, mind, and words, that person can control Krishna. And Krishna is known as Ajit. No one can control him. What's this guy who came from Turkey? When Jarasandha attacked, he was killed by the Kalyavan.
Yeah.
Kalyavan chasing Krishna. Salah, Ajar. Could not catch. Many demons, Jarasandha, many demons tried to also bind him, finish him. Duryodhana tried to bind him, could not. Krishna bound by even the sadhak who likes to hear. So powerful. Guru Maharaj says, no. Anyway, so, Kata is most important. To try to mold ourselves in such a way we always get chance for hearing Kata. So, Gopi said, Tava Katamritam Tapta Jivanim Kavididasam Kalma Sapanam Shamanamangalam Shimanatatam Bhuviganantiye Buddhidesh. These topics of Krishna are like nectar. Gopi said, that's why we cannot die. And Gopi saying, I cannot live without you. Then Krishna said, die. Gopi said, that's the problem. We cannot die. We tasted the nectar of your lips, or we tasted the nectar of your topics of Krishna. So we cannot live, we cannot die. We're just Bichnarata. But here this kata is like Amrit, more than heavenly Amrit. The demigods also drinking Amrit, but in Swarga also envy. Today I'm reading Narayan Rishi, even demigods become envious of when Indra sent Cupid and the Devas, spring season, disturb them. And Narayan laughed, they smiled. When Cupid and all this spring season come, everyone went mad. Even big rishis like this. Narayan Rishi smiled. Oh, Cupid, Madan, wind, come, welcome to our ashram. Can we serve it? And the demigods were shocked. What is this? We cannot disturb them one bit. Then next minute, Narayan Rishi meditate. From his thigh come many beautiful women. So beautiful, Indra and all these demigods become mad, so beautiful. But Narayan Rishi not disturbed. So point is, even demigods drinking nectar, but still they have envy. So much lust. This Harikatha, drink that person give up all envy, lust. So this nectar of Harikatha is more than the nectar in heaven. Some say the lady's lips is like nectar. Is it true, Ayush?
I don't know.
Then why becoming old? Husband, why becoming old? If nectar is there, then why husband becoming old and sick and dying? Real nectar is Harikatha. Anyway, learn from that person.
Translation.
So Rupa Goswami say only one nectar is there, that is topics of Krishna. So who do that, they can control Krishna, imagine, just by who would like to hear. That is qualification. Like Prabhupada said, no. He met his guru, but 12 years later he took Diksha. That's why we said in the car, don't rush, you don't have to too much check and plan. So they were doing Brajamanu Purikram, Saraswati Thakur only did once. We are too much spoiled. We're doing every year. No? How much? They make the highway for us, the previous acharyas. They're chopping the trees, moving the boulders, putting the ash rails, and we're just walking. We cannot repay them. Like Prabhupada, how hard life. Look at us. Breakfast. We are like kings, right? Who has that for breakfast? No one. Anyway, we're just saying, Prabhupada, do we not really keep doing all this? How hard life they live. They make everything easy for us. So we cannot repay them. So everyone went for this where Krishna's footprints are in Charan Bahari, thousands of footprints of cows, deer, humans, Krishna Balaram. Then Abhay Charananda said, Chalo, I can do that anytime, but Gurudev is here. I will do it. Then Saraswati Thakur, I will give him Diksha. I have marked him. He likes to hear. Beautiful thing. And Abhay Charan said, out of humility, that was my qualification. I liked it. That is main qualification of devotee. We like to. Most of we like to speak but don't like to hear. That is also our disease. So when Mahaprabhu heard that, he said, yes, first time. This is something. Gyan Sunya Bhakti. Like Sudha Bhakti. Is there anything more? Is there anything more? Then Rupa Goswami's famous verse. What is that? Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhava Tamati Kritam Yadikutam Vilabitam Saptamala Mekamani Koti Janma Sukriti Nadapti. Know this verse? Come on. Get a t-shirt. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, Prabhupada said this Hare Krishna movement is out following this verse. Means this Krishna Bhakti Ras. Last night we were talking about Krishna Bhakti Ras, right? Before Madhavendra Puri there was Bhakti but no Bhakti Ras. So by Mahaprabhu's mercy it appeared first in the heart of Madhavendra Puri. He is not separate from Mahaprabhu. So what is this Krishna Bhakti Ras? This is Braj Ras. No touch of Aishwarya. Understand Aishwarya?
Opulences.
Heart like Hanuman. But in Braj, no one doing this to Krishna. No one. Not one person. Krishna have to do this to Brijbas. And Krishna goes cow grazing, but not do pranam to mother. Mother call, hey, Kanal, bring, come in, do pranam. Take food dust. All 5 times. Because in forest there's many demons, then this will protect you like this. So in Braj, no one do pranam. Krishna have to do pranam. Before this verse, no, it's Chatusna Sampradaya. Sri Krishna Saranam Mama, right? But this mantra never take you to Braj. Because in Braj, no one's doing Saranam Mama to Krishna. They're doing that in Vaikuntha. So what mantra takes you there to Vrindavan? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare.
Mantra take you with the names of Radha Krishna. So Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavata, this Krishna Bhakti Ras, this Braja Ras, so rare. Where it's found, only in the hearts of this Braja Rasik Vaishnava. That's why I said to the guy in the car, everyone wearing saffron, or even everyone who's sannyasi, is Braja Rasik. So much rare. One time Guru Maharaj said, even if Hanuman's giving a lecture next door, we won't go. Can you imagine? Itna himat hai. We cannot say like that, but Guru Maharaj is another level. Therefore, Raghunath Goswami says, no, Dharanam, na Dharanam, na Adharam, Shruti Kanananiptam Kirikuru Braje, Radha Krishna Pachura Paricha Ihatanu, Sachi Suna Nandeshwara Pate Sutta Guru, Bejo Bakunda Shruti. What is it? His last name. Raghunath Goswami said, oh, mind, don't do Dharma or Dharma. Forget that. Don't hear even talk of topics of mukti. It's like a tiger's mouth. What happens if you go in a tiger's mouth, Ayush? You come out? That's stupid. So mukti is like that. You go in, finished. It becomes stupid, useless. So, oh mind, even Lakshmi Narayan, forget them. Lakshmi, what is it? Give up even attraction to the Lord of Lakshmi. Even Narayan, Pranam. Instead, develop so much rati for Radha Krishna. So this mood, who can do like that? Narayan, get lost. Yeah, like, can do that. Only a very rare person. So this Brajaras, where it's found in the hearts of these sadhus, the Brajarasic sadhus, especially in the stage of Bhav. So what's the price to attain that? You have to give everything for that association. Give your head for that. The lowland, some greed should be there. How can I get this room? Nowadays, no, don't go outside our group. But they said, oh, not possible. Not proper sit down. Wherever you find that type of Gaudiya Vaishnava, you should run there and take association. Otherwise, the real goal of life you miss. Yeah, this is a big topic. If you're a little bit intelligent, you can understand. Narad Muni or Bhaktivinoda Thakur come, would we go and listen to his class? You wouldn't go and listen to a class of Bhaktivinoda Thakur?
I will go.
Why is it like that?
I thought you were saying you will go to Narad Muni class or Bhaktivinoda Thakur class. I said I will go for Bhaktivinoda Thakur class.
But Bhaktivinoda Thakur is not in ISKCON, he's not even in Gaudiya. If we look at this, if we want to do the examination, but still he had it. So anyway, we should not be bewildered. Nowadays, people making their little groups, but don't forget goal of life. Okay, you have Nishtha in your thing. At the end of the day, where I find that mood, I have to go there. I have to have some creed. When Gogmaj left, and that night I read Srila Maharaj's book. Have you read it? Sri Guru and His Grace? So beautiful. That gave me the strength to go for sadhu. Once it stay here, stay here. So when Mahaprabhu heard this, Mahaprabhu became so much happy. Speak more, speak more. Then Ramananda Roy discussing Dasiras, Sakiras, Vatsaliras, and Gopal. What's this? He spoke this verse spoken by Durvasa Rishi. What is it? I cannot remember. I should have looked. What's that verse? Anyway, how fortunate, no, anyway. So Dasiras is there. Mahaprabhu said more. Sakiras is there. Itam satam brahma sukhan bhutya dasya gatanam naradevatena maya sritanam. Itam satam brahma sukhan bhutya dasya gatanam maya naradevatena maya sritanam paradevatena na sakikrita punya punya. Who can understand the good fortune of the Sakas, the friends of Krishna? How much security they have, who can understand? Become Satam Brahma Sukha Anubhu. Those who want Brahma Sukha, liberation, they cannot understand the friends of Krishna. Dasya Gatanam Padadevatani. Those whose goal is to become the servant of the Padadevata, Narayan, or even Ram. They cannot understand the good fortune of the friends of Krishna. Ram has friends. They play kabaddi because children, but how they play kabaddi? Make sure the nails are clipped. Don't scratch them. They fear. But Krishna's friends, I have no fear of them. Some Brahmin, Gaurab, no fear of Krishna. They think me and Krishna are the same, so no fear. Guru Maharaj give example, like I put my hand on my leg. Do I feel bad? Is sannyas finished? But I put my leg on Ayush. I put my hand on Ayush's leg, how he feel? Might be a little strange, right?
Yeah.
Because different person, different hand, different. It's a bad example, but no matter if you put our hand on one leg, no problem. But I put my hand on your leg, disturbance because different person. But Krishna's sakas, they put their head on Krishna's body, they put their feet on Krishna's head, they swing like this. They don't feel any difference. Krishna and me is the same person. Krishna's body is mine, my body is Krishna's. This is Sakiras. So the servants of Narayan, servants of Ramchandra, they cannot understand. No. Maya Sritanam, Nara Devata. And those captured by Maya who think Krishna to be an ordinary person. How they will understand the good fortune of the friends of Krishna like Sridham, Subal. Prabhupada, right? Prabhupada also, sucker of Krishna, friend of Krishna. You know?
Or a little bit.
Oh, a little bit, that's what all we should be talking about. I said, we see Gurudev, but how Gurudev is serving, this is main thing. So there's one, when Prabhupada was in the Pujari of ISKCON, he told one guy who told me this story. When he was installing Krishna Balaram in Vrindavan, Prabhupada, and they invited pandas from everywhere, the whole Vedic rituals. Prabhupada said, we don't need this, but to close the mouths of the locals, we do all these things. Then they do Abhishek. After Abhishek, new cloth. And then Bhog. Because you're welcoming Krishna. Like, if you came here tonight and nothing to eat, how would we feel? Lakshman would feel very disappointed. So when we welcome someone, we always give something. So the first offering was going to Krishna Balaram. Kichori, samosas, chow dal. You can imagine. Then the kichoris were going. Samosas. Curtains are closed. Then Prabhupada grabbed a samosa and bit him. Then Pujari was like, Prabhupada, what are you doing? You can't do that. Prabhupada laughed, don't worry. I'm the friend of Balaram. Very sweet man. This is Sakiras, right? Is that a Krishna eating every day? I tell you, I've been home with him. And Krishna, see that Krishna not become offended. Krishna become too much happy. And why he said, I'm friend of Baladev? Because even Krishna cannot say anything because Baladev is big brother. Krishna, okay. Very sweet mood, very sweet. Many people want to make him Manjari Gopi, but Prabhupada never said anything like that. Misunderstanding is there of Gurudev's book. That's another topic next time. And when he went on the Jaladut, he had 2 heart attacks, and he wrote one poem. Do you know that poem? His prayers of the Jaladutta.
Martin.
That's another one. When he came to America, he wrote that. But on the way, he wrote this Krishna.
Bado Kripa Kaile Krishna.
What? Krishna Tava
Punne
Punya.
Have. Radharani.
Radharani Kusha Habe.
Krishna. Radharani.
Oh my God, I still remember.
Punne Have Bhai.
Bado Kripa Kaile
Banekaya Duta Chute Sedin Kabel. When the day again will remind, I will go forest to forest with Krishna. Luti Puti Kaya. Luta means
Snatch.
stand.
Ki khai.
No Manjari is praying to snatch the food of Krishna before he eats. After Krishna, then Radhika takes. After Radhika, Lalita, then after Manjari. There's no Manjari Bhaat. This is 100% Sakya Bhaat. Anyway, so this is also in Gaudiya Sampradaya. Now people say, no, everyone is Manjari. But no. They say, all Guru Parampara Manjaris. Okay, most are. There's not a rule, only Madhura Ras can be a Acharya. So anyway, that's why I do like him these days. Siddhanta is Siddhanta. When Ramananda Roy mentioned Sakiras, Mahaprabhu came happy. Mahaprabhu didn't say, get lost. Mahaprabhu accepted. And it's in Bhagavatam. So this mood also in Gaudiya Sampradaya. So Mahaprabhu said, more. Very good. Which is higher even than Sakiras, that is Vatsalya. Nanda Kinkarod Brahmana Shremeva Mahabhaga Yasodava Mahabhaga Papo Yasyam Stanam. How much good fortune Nanda Baba has, the Supreme Lord is his son. But Yasoda have even more good fortune. Papo Yasyam Stanam. She feeds her breast milk to him. So even more intimacy is there with Yasoda than with Nanda. More. And then he described this Madhuri Ras. Which verse Ramananda Roy used? It's also there. Yavai Sri Ajita Ajita. They will come to the moment. How much good fortune the gopis have. Even Lakshmi, even the ladies from the heavenly planets, they not had the good fortune of the gopis. Krishna put his hands, which are like 2 snakes, around the neck of the gopis, like when someone drowning. Ras lost so much Ras. Krishna drowning in that. He catch the necks of the gopis. Save me, don't leave me. So sweet. Who can imagine Lakshmi can be like this with Krishna? What to speak of the ladies in the Swarga, whose bodies are like lotus, they cannot imagine how much good fortune the Braja gopis. Then Mahaprabhu becomes, yes, this is very good. Then Ramananda Roy said, like you take sugarcane juice, this is like Dashiras. If you boil sugarcane juice, what it becomes? Gur. If you boil gur more, it becomes something else. What can be? Lozenge. If you treat lozenge, it becomes mystery. If you take a drop of mystery and take a drop of gur, it's different. So as the ras is therefore Adi Ras, Madhura Ras is source. That is all 5 qualities of that. But we cannot describe this too much. Time is not there. In Shantaras, they have no feeling of dasi mood, no feeling of service. Like the other day was Prahlad, Nrsimha Chaturdashi. Nrsimha fighting with Hiranyakashipu for hundreds of years. Finishing. Did Prahlad offer Bhagavan 1 glass of water? No? Prabhu, you're tired, I massage your arms. Why not? Mukunda Lila, why not? Prahlad did any seva to Nrsimha. Why not?
He said prayers.
Boss, if Ayush came to our house and we just offered prayers, how long do you think he'd be happy? What can I give Bhagavan who have everything? Prahlad, think like this. He never thirsty, he never hungry, he never tired. He's Bhagavan. Jnani Bhakta. So would have mood of seva, this is higher. If Hanuman is considered higher than Prahlad, because day and night he doing seva. But Sakiras have more. Because Dasiras have little fear. But Sakiras have no fear. They're more high. But Vatsalya is more high. Krishna and Balaram and Sakas are playing football and all this. But the friends never think Krishna is thirsty, Krishna is hungry, Krishna is tired because absorbed in Sakiras. But Vatsalya will think these things. Kanaya, come in. Your lips are dry. Your stomach's gone in. It's very hot. Come, take bath. Your father is waiting. Take prasad. Take some lemon juice.
Shikanji.
Shikanji. Non-chemical. Take some watermelon. Take some lemon. Eat nicely. Strong. Take rest and again play. Sakiras not think all these things. They just know this. But Vatsalya are thinking more. Because they think I will protect Krishna. I will nourish. Lalan Palan. But gopis can serve even more than Vatsalya because they serve all parts of their body. His mother and father have some limit. That's why marriage, tata to mother and father. Ayush now preparing. Don't marry, you're going to marry?
I hope so.
No! Illegal.
Illegal.
Don't do. Why finish your life? Anyway. But even this world, when Madhura Ras come, then goodbye to Vatsalya. So Mahaprabhu hearing all this. Speak more, speak more. Of all the gopis, who is the best? Then Ramananda Roy described. And one verse I always forgot to memorize it. Of all the gopis, 2 are best, Chandravali and Radhika. They're like cousin sisters. But Radhika is the topmost. What is proof? Bhagavatam is the proof. Satagoti Gopi Madhamaman Rakita Narilo Koyajita. Krishna, when Radhika left Raslila, Bhagya Sirasa Mandala Kavirada Anveshana Chalaya Jab Bhaktivinoda Thakur clear. When Radhika left Raslila, what did Krishna do? He also left. Millions of gopis left him and went after Radhika. Yeah, but what's in Radhika that he could not find in millions and millions of other gopis? And Lila 4 describe all these other gopis come from Radhika. Radhika Sarup Krishna Prema Kalpalata Anya Sankita Gan Talapalata. Radhika is like the creeper of Krishna Prema. And all other gopis are like leaves, flowers, twigs. So Mahaprabhu became more and more ecstatic. Speak something more. How is Radhika's Sarup? Ananda Chimma Rasa Tabeja Eva Nijarupata Kali Vigaloka Eva Nivasatya Akilemat Mabuto Govindamari Purusham Tamahapanam. So what is the gopis? The gopis are Ananda Chinmaya, so they also Ananda Chinmaya, same as Krishna. Pratipatatavi. Every moment they have anurag to him. Tabeja eva nijarupata kalabhi. They're same as Krishna's form, nijarup. And they also are Krishna, like full of 64 qualities. They also have all these qualities. More. And where the Radhika live, Goloka Eva Niva Satya Akila, they live with Krishna in Goloka Vrindavan. And he described Radhika's Swarup, all Radhika's soul has Shringha, like her sari, what do you call this, blouse, this cloth covering.
Pallu.
Huh?
Pallu.
Antiwealth is all Shringha, all made of Mahabhav. And Radha's Bharat, what do you call it, ornaments. She has tilak here, nose ring, some earrings here, rings here, and bangles, ankle bells, sasaya, mekhala, such. All this Ramananda described because Krishna wanted that. Mahaprabhu want to hear all these things. Tell me more, tell me more. Then Ramananda Roy head is spinning. There's more than that. I cannot think. And that's asked in this world, who asks, is there anything more than that? And many praman, Ramananda Roy always get praman from Shastra. Krishna controlled by that praman. In this Bhagavatam, after meeting again with the gopis, Krishna prayed, na pare ham nedavaju sadhudo, swasadu krita vipuda yusudiva, mam bhajam durga geha shankara, samprishyasyat pratyat, I cannot repay you, gopis. I said in Gita, I promise to repay you according reciprocate, but I cannot. Even if I have many lifetimes, as long as Brahma, I cannot repay. I'm very sorry. Pranam. And then Mahaprabhu said, is there more? Ramananda Roy's, even though he's Mahabhagavat, and his Maya could not disturb him, his mind began spinning. Someone can ask, is there more than that? In this world, no one can ask. Then he said, there's one thing, good or bad, I don't know. Cannot find in Shastra. What Ramananda Roy cannot find in Shastra, he just make his own Shastra. One Bengali poem is there. Anyway, you could read at your own convenience. But before he could finish, Mahaprabhu closed his mouth. Means what you are speaking is not for this world. Many things, if you go to Sanatana Goswami's Samadhi, there's a Granta Samadhi, where they put all the books of the Goswamis. Which books? Means that's not for us. So high. If we read that, even this Gita Govinda, you know Gita Govinda? The Jada Goswami says in the beginning, if you have so much curiosity, know the Seva of Radha Krishna, read this. If you don't have curiosity, don't read. Then someone asked Gurudev, what does it mean? What does it mean? And Guru Maharaj said, if you're qualified and you read, you get prem. And if you're unqualified and you read, you fall down. And someone asked Gurudev, why you printed it? Gurudev did a translation, commentary. And they said, if an unqualified person reads this and falls down, then they ask Gurudev, why did you do it? And Guru Maharaj said, because if I don't do it, then who else will do it? So many rubbish translations going on. At least something real should be wrong. So I don't want to go on, but like when we go to expert doctor, maybe we have malaria or typhoid, even just flu. The doctor gives you, right, 5-day course of antibiotics, 15 tablets. Take 3 a day, morning, breakfast, lunch, dinner, for 5 days. But you think, why should I wait 5 days? He takes all 15 at once. What will happen to him?
I will die.
So Ras Leela is medicine, but not take from proper doctor like the Sahajas. They describe all these things, which should not be described. And wrong doctor, too much medicine. Sometimes opposite result is that many people read this, they also fall down. So I mean, like they would often criticize, people would criticize our Gurudev Narayan, going, why are you always speaking high topics? But you listen, Gurudev speaking, he's speaking 10th canto, but so carefully he does. No even question of someone misunderstanding, so carefully he described. Even he talking Rasila, not all the times, touching him. So carefully, no misunderstanding should come in the hearts of the audience. So Mahaprabhu closed his mouth. Means nothing, not for this world. What you're feeling, not for this world. Then Ramananda Roy said, what I'm speaking, good or bad, I don't know. You are speaking. I'm just violin and you are playing. I'm just violin. So we had many discussions. Many days, 10 days, 12, 14 days, I can't remember exactly. Every night, Mahaprabhu going and asking questions. Kaviraj Goswami just give us some drop. Of all famous persons, who is most famous? Who has Krishna Bhakti, he is most famous. Of all wealthy persons, who is most wealthy? I was thinking about green card and work in IT, he's most wealthy. Anyways, who has Bhakti, he is most wealthy, most fortunate. Anyway, many things there. Many questions, Mark. Of all, what is the greatest misery? Separation from Vaishnava, that is the only misery. Many questions. Digging like two miners, digging. They're taking up many things. Then finally Ramananda Roy said, before I saw you like sannyasi, now I'm seeing you as black with a flute to your lips and your eyes very restless. And now I'm seeing that same black Krishna covered with the complexion of Radhika. Means Radha Krishna. Who are you like this? Then Mahaprabhu showed him his form as Radha Krishna. How Radha Krishna come together in the form of Mahaprabhu. When Ramananda Roy saw that, he fell unconscious. Then Mahaprabhu said, you quickly give up this job. Come to me in Jagannath Puri. They will spend the rest of our lives discussing all this Krishna Katha. That's one reason why Mahaprabhu gave mercy to Prataparudra. Imagine the chief prime minister want to resign. This is no easy thing. Why you want to leave your job? I want to be with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then immediately the king gave pension job. You go, I also want to go like this. Many other Katars there, Ramananda Roy. You read Chaitanya Charitamrita. Saturday is his appearance day, so today we get a little chance to remember him. We always forget. When was the last time we remembered Ramananda Roy? But especially Tirobhav and Abhirbhav, we have chance to remember these things. That's why these days are so important. They asked Gogamaji, how can we make advancement in bhakti? And Gogamaji said, you just celebrate this Tirobhav and Abhirbhav. You don't miss them. So much important. So today we get a chance, even though we're 1-2 days early. Something about Ramananda Roy. See Ramananda Roy ki
Yeah.
Go Premanandi.
Hari.
Some bhajan? You want to play Madonna? One kirtan?